jumping to something that is not a couple of years old, that just came out today. This is not the full game, but this is Mina the Hollower. This is Yacht Club's next game after Shovel Knight. They've been working on it for many years. It's been delayed a couple of times. It comes out on Halloween. But they dropped a demo today during, I think, Nintendo's what's it called? They had a Nintendo Direct, and they said free demo out today for Mina the Hollower. And I was like, oh heck yeah! So I actually played this on my Switch too.
Ooh.
Yeah, because that's the only place the demo is. Demo's not on PlayStation. And man, it's super awesome. This one is meant to be. I don't want to speak for Yacht Club because I obviously don't work there, but I think one of their philosophies was what if it's 2025 now, but in the 2000s, what if we made a game with the same limitations that they had back then, like the NES, or this was meant to look like a Game Boy game or Game Boy Color game. So we use the same size of pixels and maybe even the same limitations they had for the amount of music notes they can use or the types of colors that they can use.
It seems like their color depth, their color range is low.
Yeah, exactly.
On purpose.
On purpose to match that. But can we make a better modern game in those old kind of limitations? That's kind of what they did with Hollow Knight. That's not the right word. Shovel Knight. And that's what they're going for here. The demo took me 35 minutes, I think, to finish. It has the opening cutscene, and you wake up on this pirate ship, and there's this big kraken that wrecks your boat, and it's actually really cool. You get to pick which weapon you're going to play with, and in the demo at least there's 3. There's this Castlevania whip mace. That's the one I chose. I think that's probably the standard one. Then there's these 2, I don't know what they are, but they kind of look like short swords. And then there's a big hammer. And the hammer is interesting because you have to charge it up, but while it's charging, you can push and you can, in the room where you choose, you can equip all 3. And then once you leave the room with one, that's the one that you've chosen for your playthrough. And you can do a dodge roll while you're charging it if you push a direction. So you have some weird mobility while you're charging the hammer. I just went for the whip for my play here, but so cool. Again, the music is just amazing. Amazing music. And the gameplay is really fun. The kind of the crux here is it's a bit like Castlevania Halloween vibes, where there's bat-shaped figures, and the villain kind of looks like a rat version of Dracula. Comes out on Halloween, like I mentioned, and yeah, I don't know. It just kind of gives me Bloodborne, Nintendo Bloodborne vibes for the Game Boy Color. You have this cool movement where she can she's a mouse or a mole. Her name's Mina. I don't know what animal she is. She looks like a mouse, right? You can dig under the ground, and when you do that, after we get through this St. Jude's ad, you move faster, but you can only do that for a limited amount of time. And then when you jump out of it, you jump farther as well. So that's move used for some platforming. But when you jump and dive into the earth, you also can dodge enemy attacks. So you are pretty thoughtful about when you use that. And this game's kind of got a little bit of Souls, at least vibes in its combat and checkpoint system, where you get to campfires and then you have a certain number of heals. And like Bloodborne, when you damage an enemy, you'll rebuild this yellow portion of your health bar. It's converts enemy hits into plasma is what it's called. And then when you use your health bar, it will refill that yellow portion. So it will only refill the amount that you have been dealing damage to enemies. Mm-hmm. So it encourages you to, attack. There's some cool upgrades, and you lose currency if you die twice, similar to Souls games and stuff. It's a fun 35-minute demo. I would try it if you're interested at all. in the game. There's that one boss fight that we just saw here, and then there is one more boss fight at the end of the demo that kind of ends it, and then kind of like a stage or two. This is like all the tutorial, kind of like leading into the first section of the game, where it looks like you have to restore like these generators in 6 different like areas, and you get there, talk to the head honcho dude that again kind of looks like Rat Dracula. Um, Not this guy. He's a much bigger dude. Um, and then the demo ends. So 35 minutes. I thought it was really fun and gives you like a really good taste of the game, and you get to play with 3 weapons if you want. There's the big guy. I guess he doesn't look like Dracula so much, but I think that's kind of the vibe they were going for. I'm super pumped for this. I backed it on Kickstarter years ago, so on Halloween, or maybe even a little before then. I don't know when I'll get my code, but I'll get a free, not free, but a code that I paid for a long time ago on that day, and I'm super pumped to play that. So that's 2 games from Yacht Club that we talked about this week on the podcast. And I'm, yeah, really excited to finish Cyber Shadow. Hopefully I'll finish it in the next couple of weeks. And then really excited to play this one in October, probably more in November, but I'll be on paternity leave then. So it'll be a fun
Oh.
kind of thing to look forward to then. I love their games, and this pixel art's so cool. So that's Mina the Hollower.